What's going on, guys? We're back with another one. Today we have Kimo in blue as Raw, and down low we have the legendary The Raplos, aka Rapl, as Odin in red. And we are in the what the hell is this map? What map do we have here? Is this like wasteland, frozen marsh, tundra? Okay, yeah. I play this game so much and I still don't know the map names. It's jokes. But I feel like this will be a pretty good matchup here. There's a lot of hunt potential for the Ra to go Bast if they wanted to. And plenty of hunt for Odin, which is always a plus for the Norse player. And that was beautiful. Wow. I'm impressed. This is maximal efficiency here. Those villagers won't be clumping up. I've never seen anything like that before. But I'm sure we're going to see another classic like 4-min up by Kimo. And then I'm interested to see what the Odin player does. Not too fond of the Odin build order here on Vubli. I normally am cookie cutter. I do like 2 to wood first and then get my hunting dogs. And then I get 100 wood. It's like I chop 40 and then I send the rest to hunt. So I think we might focus on Rapl here, see what he's going to mix up for us. We'll go ahead and check the relics on the map. Head of Orifice, better line of sight for buildings. I heard Kimo pick one up, but unfortunately we can't see it while it's in the Pharaoh's hands. Seems pretty standard, I think. I'm sure I've done this build unintentionally. Whoa, the 7 on food special. 8 on food. I can't say I've seen that. Kimo going balls to the wall on food here. Alrighty. So pretty standard build for. The only difference is I normally put 4 to food. But this looks. Wonder if he's gonna send this one over here. But yeah, so I imagine the Raw player. This second TC is not the best. This gold's pretty far away. Same with Rapples. Their forward TCs pretty much the same way. Doesn't really secure a whole lot. Kimo doesn't really need these Aurochs. He's Raw. Okay, so I sent that 4th fill there. And then okay. I see you. And now he's gonna go ahead and power that gold. So yeah, just some standard stuff here. Not sure how this matchup plays out, but from my experience playing it, it can be pretty decent. It's hard for the Norse player because that rock, it's so hard for the Norse player to deal with the rock. The throwing axemen, they don't always hit the rock, and you really need the upgrades to do a lot of damage to it. And even when you do, the pechutos, the little crocodile animal, just messes you up. So I wonder if we're going to see a sub 430 here from Rapl. It's looking like Kimo's going to get a slow wage up, but he always surprises me, actually. He always surprises me. He's throwing the 6 special on the temple. He's going to get up like 430. Oh yeah. Nah, he's gonna get up like 415. Let's see. I'm sure Rapl clicked up too. No. He's going with the 5 dwarf. You know, I will say my build order gets you to the exact same place as this one. So, am I the superior player? I don't know about that. Maybe it's a Vil less actually. Huh. I have to go back and watch the tapes, you know. But I'm sure we'll see an early second TC here from Kimo. We have that monument going up, so we're gonna see a rain coming in. So I feel like it's gonna be pretty standard build order here from Kimo. His gold's super safe in the back, so no worrying about a little cheesy rush. What's he going up with? Yeah, he's going up with toss, so we're going to see very standard stuff. Rapl just throwing up houses and whatnot. Looks like he's going to want to take that second TC right away. It's a smart move. He has his Aurochs right by it, so it's going to be pretty nice for him. You know, I always think that it's really good to put your buildings up against wood lines and whatnot, but this creates a big pathing issue, right? Now they have to walk all the way around here, or all the way up here and around to get to these Aurochs. What a problem to have. But Kimo's going to get this second TC up. No problem. Easy peasy. Rapl here is going to get this TC up again. Easy peasy. Is he going to make another? No, okay. So he's going to build it with 3.
Yow.
Build it, Rapl? Okay. But yeah, so I imagine this game is going to be kind of resident sleeper until one of these players hits heroic. Assuming it's going to be Kimo first, because that's just how it goes with Egyptian for the most part. I think Norse, they can actually hit a really good heroic if they have good macro and split their res up properly. I mean, they're not going to make too much army, but I don't know if it's really worth it by the time Eggy hits their heroic. But let's see what Rapl has going on here. He's just scouting around the map, finding all the gold mines. I mean, he could potentially build a big enough army to try and deny a mid goal on one of these, but with this TC there, it's going to be really hard. So let's say Kimo builds it here. He's not going to really be able to kill it because that TC fire is going to be going on, and, you know, he can defend with his OP Crocodile and Pharaoh, of course. But he's just scouting around with a Valk, trying to see what's up. Look at the difference here. He is, let's check these villagers' numbers. How do you check this? I'm stupid. My brain's not working. Okay, so Kimo already 5 villagers up. Oh, please don't quit. So Kimo already 5 vills up just from this early TC. So that's the power of the empowerment there. We'll check to see what eco upgrades he has. So he has pickaxe, which is good. No need for him to really get hand axe yet. And what is this? Villagers are cheaper. How could I? So that was the relic he grabbed. So that's super good for Kimo there.
Yeah?
Oh, no. There's no way. I think he animation canceled that. He's showing me up. I would have died. My villager would have been long gone. She turned to dirt. So we'll have to see Rapl. He's just getting food income, dropping 2 barracks because he has that extra wood. Looks like he's just gonna potentially do a little harassment up here. Look at this tree line. It's like a natural wall on the mini-map. But he's just walling up the map. Maybe going to try to stop the camel raids. Investing a lot of gold into it, though. But he isn't... He's making some dwarfs, but he isn't spamming too much. So he's going to have a decent wood income. And now these villagers fighting back. Do they have the skin of the rhino? They do not yet. I think you have to get it from your TC now, so... It might not be too worth it. But still, villagers are pretty strong versus small amount of numbers of army. They can easily just punch everything away. And pretty sure Rapl scouted all of Kimo's gold here. Yeah, so he found all of his gold mines. So he could potentially try to do a gold starve, but I imagine Kimo is, yeah, so he's already up Hathor. Really good timing with just hunting. So he'll be like up at around a little bit 8 minutes. So really good macro by him. And again, like this on Tundra, you can definitely get away with that with just hunting. But he did put 5 on wood, so I wonder if he got Shadoof and all that stuff already. No, he didn't. He just got pickaxe, so he's floating a fair bit. Wonder if he's gonna get shaft mine. But now we see Rapl coming in with army, but since this age up so early, he has to be careful. You see, he's losing a fair amount of units, getting some nice damage done on him. Lost two raiders, and there we go. We see almost the exact placement for the Migdal. And with this amount of army, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to deny it. It's going to be close, I think. Not if the villagers fight back, but if he can get the Pharaoh down, it's kind of hard with only melee units. But if he would be able to get the Pharaoh down, he might be able to deny it. But again, it's hard with Wadjet just chilling in the back. And then if he gets closer, the TC fire. And now the Crocodile coming in. So Rapl's going to have to back off. Is he going to be floating any res, or is he just going to keep committing to his classical fight here? Looks like he is. He's just going to make some raiding cav, wall up. Curious to see what Kimo's going to start spamming. So he's just going for the camel special here, which is the right move. The camels are very, very strong in general. And, you know, Rapl has nothing to really defend against this rock. So Kimo's going to have free reign on a lot of Rapl's resources, which is pretty cheeks. And we see Rapl splitting up his resources very well, though. So he's not going to be... If the rock drops on one of them, like say his wood line over here or this gold mine, he did get a tower up, so his home base is going to be defended a little bit. He's not going to be like starved on resources because he did spread them out pretty well. Just need to see that one more wall over here, then this side of the map will be pretty secure versus those raids. I guess this guy is going to be building that. Interesting. And now the rock just going balls to the wall. Good amount of raiding cav building up for Rapl here. He's starting to stack a fair amount of resources, but yeah, there's really nothing he can do. This Wadjet and Pishutos is just gonna massacre everything. Maybe he can get lucky with that hearse and pick at least the Wadjet off to cause him a little less problems, but we see force fire coming in. Not a lot of damage coming in from that. If he maybe would have scouted that wood line, he would just move to that one, so it wouldn't be a big deal. And the Wadjet not getting picked off. The rock potentially might be... the arrows aren't accurate. The arrows aren't accurate. That's crazy that the rock can just fly through the base like that. Just... and survive. Oh, God. It's a 44 HP warrior, though. So it's basically dead. But it's wild. Rapl probably needs to stop making army here and focus on getting up to the next stage. He's going to need that frost. And I'm sure Kimo is going to be stacking up the resources here. Yeah, so once this rain finishes up, he's going to be able to click up to Mythic, I would imagine. He has plenty of gold. He's still making camels, though, so he's using up a fair amount of his resources. Looks like he's going to go for that third TC instead of going Mythic. So he's going to commit to Heroic a little bit more. The rock sneaking away on the outside. This wall's still not up. Does Rapl have an armory up? Yeah, he just built one. Does Kimo have a market up? Oh, of course he does. Not in the corner. Not in the corner. But I'm sure he'll rebuild it. Kimo's master of making trade. I wouldn't be surprised if he just starts auto-queuing right now. Rapl coming in. A good catch. He should be able to deny this TC, his Thundering Hoofs, and his cav upgrade. So they're medium rating cav. And the Valkyrie in there. Oh, he doesn't want to take it. Maybe those camels are just a little bit stronger than I think. Oh, but he does have bronze armor, so copper mail. So that's going to be nice. It would have been good if he could have got a force fire there and a little pinch. He definitely would have been able to deny it then. But now let's see what Rapl's up to. He's going up north. Interesting. I feel like a lot of times Nord throws the game. You need a very particular push with Nord, though, or else it doesn't work. You can't just cast trees on some back wood line and expect to kill a TC, especially versus Egyptian, Because they already have all these farms made. Those villagers are stronger than you think. They'll just punch down the trees. Chop them down with the fists! But let's hope he doesn't do that mistake. Oh, he might go for a little cheeky mountain giant special at that forward temple. Let's see if Kimo sees that. Oh, sneaky, sneaky! I like it, I like it. But, yeah, Frost is just way too good to pass up on. I mean, if you go Njord, it's typically if maybe you have like an advantage. So perhaps he like casts it here and goes on that wood line, takes down the TC. See if Kimo's going mythic. Oh, okay. So his buildings are about to be super tanky. So we did cast it a little bit slow. Kimo doesn't really have Rapl doesn't really have a whole lot to kill these myth units in. These are going to do more damage than you think. But we see heavy raiders coming in. Now it looks like Rapl kind of made a little mistakey there, perhaps, moving his units around. But with these heavy raiders, you're going to see a lot better trades with the camels. Because those camels just inherently get more HP from that raw Migdal. And now the Pharaoh coming in. Let's see if we can get a little Pharaoh snipe action. Pharaoh almost dead, 40 HP. But now you see these myth units are still alive, and they do the Bashutos does a lot of damage. Can't be ignored. God, these two. Yeah, so very bad fight there from Rapl. If he was able to do it a little bit earlier, like cast the Walking Woods before this army made his way over, he definitely would have got it. Like those trees do a lot of damage to the TC. It was just slightly slow in the timing. Always easier said than done. Locust killing dwarfs in the back. Again, it looks like he didn't lose too many, maybe 5. Looks like roughly about 5. So again, he was doing a great job splitting up his army. Now, he should have done the Colossus strat. You know, keep him in the temple, and then when you have like 3, you just send him out to go punish the buildings. But yeah, Rapl a little bit slow on the Walking Woods up here, but also very good on Kimo because he has that sun-dried mud brick. And that really gives his buildings a lot of HP. Oh yeah, now this is the matchup of the ages, guys. Wadjet versus Clubby Man. But Kimo now just pumping out Vils 3 TC. Looks like he's max pop. Stacking a lot of wood, so he might just try making pure chariots here, save his food and a little bit of his gold. Rapl getting up that 3rd TC as well. Still has a pretty, oh my god. That's troll. What a troll. Oh dude, it's 39 HP. Oh no. Not like this, not like this. But I think Rapl will be able to clean up whatever Kimo throws over here. He's making axemen in preparation for the reg. I don't think Rapl is anywhere close to clicking up since he's been making units so much. He's stacking up a lot of gold, which is good. So maybe he can make purely dwarfs from his TCs for a little bit. But his food eco is popping off, 44 on food. I really thought this crocodile I think crocodile's MVP for Kimo right now. It's just doing so much damage to these raiding cav. And also, like, the spearmen and the camels are strong, obviously, but I think it chilling in the back, really doing it to him. Now we've seen upgraded spearmen, so these raiding cav are going to become pretty much obsolete. And now Rappl's in a little bit of a pickle here. I don't know if he even has his market built. That's pretty unfortunate. But he's kind of close to aging up, but he can't because he doesn't have a market. His TC's most likely gonna go down because, again, there's a lot of spears there. You can't really do a whole lot. And Rappl's still trying to go with the hilly clubby raids. So like if he had frost, he freezes that whole army. I mean, it doesn't. The game doesn't necessarily get to that point, right? But he's able to at least save this TC at some point. He's gonna find. Is he gonna punch the ox cart down?
Yo.
He's going in for the TC snipe. Max disrespect by Kimo here. I would expect nothing else though. Nothing less. Armory upgrades from Rapl. They're okay. No need to get the shields yet. Kimo's, do they have pretty much the same one? Kimo's is a little bit better. We'll see what he's up to. Yeah, so he's going up Osiris. So once that Osiris comes into, it's going to be very problematic. He's trying to spam build that TC, but he just doesn't have enough food at the moment. But yeah, looking rough. Looking rough for Rapl here. You can't really raid too much, I guess. He didn't even see these villies. Is Kimo blind? Oh, that raid hurts. Rapl. So he is up. He's going tier. Probably the better move. I guess he's going to try going for some wolf raids, but as long as Kimo keeps a few mummies around, those wolves aren't going to do a whole lot of damage. Also, shame Rapl doesn't have a hill fort up yet. Like, that's one of Odin's strengths too, getting those hill forts out, and make sure you get your hill fort units because they also get a bonus HP, like the raw Migdol units. But now we see that 4 TC coming in. Let's check Kimo's pop. He's 160. His eco's looking all right. Very uncanny. Unlike Kimo here, he has 0 trade at the moment. He got tired of the relic. Maybe he will be a gentleman and run it over to Rapl here. There's always potential for world-class players to do this. Good sportsmanship, right? But we see Rapl just doubling down on the raiding calf. Once this tier hits, you know, 4 TCs is going to be pretty good. I would love to see just more Mountain Giants queued up here. So think about this, right? You have your Mountain Giants queued up. You cast Fimble Winter. You pray it goes on this back TC and you just demolish it. It goes bye-bye out of existence. But with these spearmen out, it's going to be really hard. Really hard for Rapl to get anything done with these calf. They just keep getting poked away. And look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? It did. It did spawn on the back TC. God, but so many hit points. 4K. That would take 4 clubby men to get rid of. Looks like Kimo didn't even lose any villagers. So that's kind of a shame. Shame for Rapl. And the score is still pretty close. You know, Norse Eco is really good. Let's check to see Kimo's Eco. I'm sure, yeah, he's a boss about getting those Eco upgrades. I would expect nothing less. But Rapl here running out of gold on this side. You know, he can't really move to this one. He could move to this back one. But after that, he's kind of screwed. No trade either at the moment. A lot of wolves. But with Osiris and this mummy up here, is he going to snipe it? Big brainer? There's still a chance. There we go. So I guess Rapl is really just trying to get raids in at the moment. And Kimo, just his population's getting up there now. Eco stacking up.
Into you.
Looking pretty grim here for Rapl. Once those catapults come in too for Kimo, it's gonna be rough. Osiris in the back, pounding away at these units. There's no way that goes down. The TCs are way too strong. And the Merc's coming out. Too many building upgrades for Kimo. It's gonna be impossible for oh, here we go. The wildlife coming back in. One Villy down. Oh, they're both gonna die. This other wolf's gonna get them. You know, they did more damage than I thought they would. Pretty good upgrades now, though. It's a wild... Kimo's massacring wildlife all over the place, but they're massacring it. Oh, here we go, baby. Look at this. Look at this. He's ragging. He's ragging without the god power. Yeah, but that TC's still holding up strong. He's starting to spam Ulfs. Chariots coming in. I think Kimo actually upgraded some of his axemen, so it would be easy transition for him. Oh god. Did Kimo see this? I swear. Ulf's coming in. I mean, Kimo's trade's starting to kick, or he's starting to get some, so even though he's kind of low on gold now, it won't be too long before it kicks in. And yeah, he did see it. He did see it. Yeah, just think of the potential. 3-4 mountain giants in here. You just do a little sneaky sneak action and take it down. He didn't heal it. But anyways, Kimo playing really well with adding those spears in with his camels. Oh, now the polar bear. It holds no allegiance to either side. It's killing those dwarfs. Where is he gonna run to? Still no trade from Rapl here. I wonder if he forgot about this miner and just wrote it off. Let's see these Ulfsark upgrades. Doesn't he get yeah, he gets Berserker Gang. Definitely should be getting that if he's just spamming Ulfs. Now we got champions, that's good. Really doing a good job at raiding, keeping Kimo on his heels here. Unfortunately, not finding the big gold mine. I think those will trade all right. And Son of Osiris coming in. This TC's still gonna stay up. Again, no hill fort from Rapl here. No way for him to defend his gold. He can definitely sell some wood and build it. Oh, I think Rapl is just he's just praying. Some miracle, like one of these Ulfs hits 1,000 on the TC. Insta kill. But yeah, Kimo doing a good job defending still. He's building forward. Gets a few catapults out. This position is screwed. And that's the majority of Rapl's longhouses. So if he takes down these 3, he's just really working with... Oh, I guess he has 3 in the back, so he'd only be having 4. And if he's just spamming Ulfsarks, I mean, they train really fast, but if he's making TAs and Cav, I think it might be a little bit of a problem. Son of Osiris hates farms confirmed. He's building houses. Still no hill fort. I mean, Ballista just pounding away on one of the TCs. Could be really good. But it's looking like Kimo's starting to hold a commanding lead here. Is he still spamming his trade? Doesn't look like it, actually. Is he making them from back here? No. Are we sure this is the real Kimo? Are we sure? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're sure. The Son of Osiris is just out in the open. He's trying some more building up because Rapl has a ton of wood to spare. Oh my god. It's a lot of vills on that gold mine. Build a hill fort, please. And now we see the axemen coming out, but you know, these Ulfsarks are no joke. They do a lot of damage. Some good deeps. Son of Osiris really didn't take a whole lot of damage there. But if we see like a wall just right here from Kimo, it is GG real fast. And now Rapl just trying to confuse Kimo by spamming barracks. Oh, now dang it! Now we see the clubby man special. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but Njord, it's hard with Njord. Like, it's just all offensive, and the offensive of it isn't very strong, because it's just one kind of unit that you can really make do with. Fascinating. But, I mean, he's not doing bad here. He could try walling up his trade. Definitely could. He cleared up his army. The TC still hurts, so if he's able to pump out a few more hill giants, we could be having a nice little comeback here, but I don't know. This one catapult and these axemen at this point, they're pretty good. They even got their upgrades. So I don't know. It's going to be difficult for Rapl to hold his home base here. This front TC pretty much healed up. Yeah, it's just a shame he didn't chuck up at least 1 or 2 hill forts around the map. That could have, I feel like it really could have helped secure his positions. But now, just spearmen mixed with axemen, the son of Osiris. Oh, it is Kimo. It's kind of interesting, right? Rapl's top score now. Will we hold this? I think there are too many axemen around. His back TC is going down. A really good plays by Rapl. I like the little counter plays, but at what cost? He lost his home TC here, and he's out of food pretty much. But he has a lot of gold back in the bank. No trade yet, so it's looking a little rough. He has nowhere to go. Maybe he Ragnaroks on this TC or something and tries killing it, or sends his villagers in his base, hunts the rest of these Aurochs, something. Because he's pretty much stuck in making TAs at the moment. If he had Migdol, he could make there we go again. He could make the Huskarls, and those are really, really good. I like this. I like this game so far. How much gold's on this mine? 2.8k. So as long as he can hold that, it will be pretty good for him. But let's see what Kimo's eco's looking like. He has plenty of gold to make mercs, so he can easily just merc this mine. It'd be a huge pain in the ass. We see the clubby men all going down now. This oh man. This catapult's going to clean up the base if he doesn't. Yeah, the catapult's going to clean up the base nicely. Rapl's going to have to rebuild somewhere else. He is getting away mining this gold, but for how long? And these axemen are doing damage, big damage on these on these Ulfs now. He needed to put all of them on the TC. Is he going to get griefed again for the TC? He definitely is. If he would have brought that one, it would have been built. Oh, poor Rapl. He's getting griefed left and right this game. This front TC like 1 HP and got shifted. This back TC 1 HP. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, it really just cuts down his trade route. But Rapl's screwed after, like, this gold mine. Where does he go? He can't really defend it. Kimo has much more pop than him. He's only 100. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm expecting a GG real soon here. spamming wolves. Not a bad gig, actually. He has enough flavor and gold, so potentially could get a nice wolf spam in and maybe just raid. I don't know how much you can raid though to come back. You have to find like 90 villas in one spot here, and the wolves will have to feast, but it's gonna be hard for him. And now he's finally realizing that he has resources on this side of the map. God bless Rapl. God bless. I don't know why this isn't showing. Maybe because it's not in line of sight. But we should be able to see that gold mine, I feel like. It looks like there's a lot left. Maybe like 3K? Yeah. But now the wolves are coming out. We see the score difference starting to pick up, though. More of Rapl's army's getting picked off. We see more siege coming in. Migdal getting dropped right in Rapl's face. Not looking great, guys. Not looking great. Even the Axeman just tanking the cavalry hits at this point. I'm sure he has like almost full upgrades. Let's see what Rapl has. Rapl does have full upgrades, so his army is doing really well, but he's just not able to really get a good composition in certain spots of the map to win battles. And I'm glad he's garrisoning these units. A lot of time players will just like keep sending. I get stuck like this all the time. I'll send them to like one waypoint here, and they'll just die one by one, and they just drain your eco. But very impressive of Rapl for holding on this long. Kimo got his back TC back up though, so he's starting to push him back, take his map control back. And I imagine once Kimo clears up this back base, these back bases, and it's just full focused forward. Rapl 1 TC special. A lot of wolves, but with 4 TCs, you can make villas really fast. Kimo no food though. Kimo. He has all of his upgrades. Is he spamming trade now? Is that what he's doing? Not quite. Alright, well, it just seems like Rapl's continuously bleeding out. Not much he can do. He potentially is making more villas. Yeah, he keeps making them. Yeah, I feel like he lost a lot when he was moving his gold mine around. But he has nothing to siege with, you know? What is he to do? He has no hill fort. He can't just use these wolves, even though they do get some nice attack bonus. But does he have the final building? Yeah, Kimo's buildings are disgusting right now. There's like nothing you can do. And the mummy's out, casting specials. We got towers, crenellations in there too. It's rough. And the mummy gonna be picking one off. Looks like Rapl just prolonging this game as much as he can for maximum respect. I'm sure Kimo flamed him after the game. Kimo showing his maximum respect to Rapl. And GG. Pretty decent game. Some points the players could have done something a little spicy, maybe a trick and a treat to win them. I really would have liked to see the Hill Giants up here. I feel like that maybe could have turned the tide of the game. And also the earlier Walking Woods here. He could have taken down the TC, I think. But Kimo also playing very cleanly. He caught all of the raids for the most part. He started getting mummies out at the end because he saw these wolves. He's like, no, I'm not letting you do that. And the mummies just spec him down. But yeah, pretty decent game by these guys. Let's go ahead, view the post game, see what we got. Resources are pretty close for the situation that Rapl was in. 2 TC most of the game. Wait, who casted Fimbulwinter? This is like a prolonged, like 10-minute Fimbulwinter for Rapl here. God bless. Those poor citizens and dwarfs, they perished. Yeah, Norse Eco, fantastic. It's a shame that he didn't add like throwing axemen a little bit earlier just to pick off some of the spears. And add a hill fort. 17 wolves, that's quite a few. But yeah, he also couldn't find like really any big raids to turn the game. And also, the later the game goes, the less raids like that really matter because he has 4 TC. Like he just pumps vills back out. You're not raiding his food. You're raiding like his gold, and he has trade. And like worst comes to worst, you raid his wood, and he just sends more to wood because for the most part, wood's close to TC. So yeah, the later the game goes, the harder the raids get. More important side builds get. And Rapl did do a great job doing some side builds. Would have liked to see some walls. Again, I would have liked to see Kimo wall this spot up. Like right when he killed this tower and won this fight, before he built all this, just wall this up. And you have a catapult just pounding away at the TC and all these buildings. And Rapl would not be able to get there. Like he'd have to take these long paths around, but this is easily wallable here and here. So you could build a little safe space for your catapult. But good game to these guys.